Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be chatting about underrated makeup that I happen to love, but that doesn't really get a lot of hype or mentions here on YouTube. I'm going to limit it today to 10 different products, but if you'd like to see more of these videos going forward, I could make a million of them because I just feel like there's so many products in my collection that have kind of just like fallen out of favor with the YouTube world, but that I still use on a regular basis and I still really love. So if you'd like to see more of these videos, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Also, Kelly Gooch and Emily Noel have also done recent videos like this, so I will leave them linked down below as well if you like this type of content and you want to see more underrated makeup videos. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. These are in no particular order, so let's start out with number 10. All right, so first up we have the Huda Beauty Naughty Nudes palette. So this palette came out back in the fall of 2020, and while it initially got a lot of reviews from YouTubers, it doesn't really get mentioned much these days, but this palette has earned a spot in my most used palette drawer. I reach for it way more often than I ever thought I would. There's just something about these rosy brown neutrals that really goes well with my complexion, and the shimmer shades are just so foiled and shiny and make such an impact on the eyes. The formula is also fantastic. It's soft, blendable, and long-lasting on the eyes as well. So this one is definitely my favorite Huda palette, and I really wish more people would talk about it. Next up at number 9, we have the Laura Geller Baked Blushes. These are such an iconic formula. They've been around for many years now, and I use mine all the time. I really wish more YouTubers would talk about them because they're one of the best blush formulas I have ever tried. They start out as a cream, and then they're poured onto terracotta tiles in Italy. They're baked, so they retain the smooth, creamy properties, but they're in powder form. So it's really the best of both worlds, and I love how all the shades are marbled with all these different colors running through them. It just prevents the color from looking flat and gives them so much dimension on your cheeks. They also have this soft satiny finish that adds just a little bit of glow, but they aren't sparkly or glittery, so they don't accentuate texture. They somehow just look really smooth and really flattering. Next up at number 8, we have the Rimmel Highlight. I'm not sure if this highlighter is new or if it's been around for a while, but I don't hear anybody talking about it either way, and this one is in the shade 001 Stardust. It's the smoothest, most buttery highlighter ever. It's not the least bit chunky, and it's not glittery. It just gives this amazing, beaming glow that's really effortless. The best part is this is only $5, and it's just as good as any high-end highlighter, so I think it's really a steal. Next up at number 7, if you like more of a subtle highlight, check out the Flower Beauty Day Glow Cream Highlighter. I have mine in the shade Stunner, but they also have a deeper shade as well. And it has the most gorgeous pearly finish that isn't glittery at all. It gives you kind of that glass skin glazed effect that looks like you're lit from within. And it also dries down and doesn't remain sticky on your skin either, which I really, really like. And then at number 6, we have the Doll 10 Hydrogel Cream Balms. These cream blushes are probably my favorites in my entire collection. I never hear anybody talking about them, but they have this really super weightless feel, and they dry down to a powdery finish, so they never feel sticky or tacky on your cheeks. They glide on effortlessly, whether you use your fingers, a brush, or a sponge, and they are just so silky. They disappear into your skin and just become one with your skin. It feels like you're not even wearing anything. They also don't lift up your foundation underneath when you apply them, which is great. And they just come in a ton of really beautiful colors. They actually have a set on sale right now where you can get all 8 shades for only $29, which is such a good deal because they're usually $16 each. So if you're interested, definitely take advantage of that because it's less than the cost of 2 blushes. Next up at number 5, we have the Creme Shop Cushion Blush. So I found this blush at CVS a while ago. I was just randomly looking around and happened to see it. And while I haven't had the best luck with the few Creme Shop products that I've tried, I love this one and I never see anybody talking about it. I don't actually use the sponge that comes inside the compact to apply it. Instead, I usually just dip a stippling brush into the cushion or a damp sponge if I want it a little bit more sheer. This is the coral shade and it's so stunning. It looks really deep when you look at it in the pan, but it's actually very light on the skin, very flattering if you're more pale like I am. So I definitely want to go and grab the other 2 shades, especially because it's really long lasting. This one lasts the entire day. And then at number 4, we have the Tarte Power Bar palette. So this one came out a couple months ago, and it seemed to be a launch that not a lot of people really paid attention to, maybe because it wasn't a full-size palette, I don't know, but it's such a good one. The formula is great. The shimmers are really smooth and buttery, and the mattes are soft and easy to blend. And I really love the slim packaging, and I think the colors are just perfect if you love neutrals like I do. I think for a small palette, it has really good versatility, and I think it would just make a great travel palette. You can get quite a few different looks out of it, even though the shades are limited, and I find it to be really long-lasting on my eyes as well. Next up at number 3, we have the Joa Perfect Complexion BB Cream. So Joa is definitely one of those underrated brands that not a lot of people talk about, but I think their products are really solid. This new BB cream is made in Korea, and it reminds me so much of the Korean BB creams that I love. It has great coverage and that slightly dewy, satiny finish that looks just like plump, healthy skin. This one also contains niacinamide and 3 different weights of hyaluronic acid, so it's kind of like a skincare treatment and a foundation in one. I absolutely love it. And then at number 2, we have the BH Cosmetics Truffle Blush Palettes. These little blush palettes are so cute and definitely deserve more hype. I think they would be perfect for traveling this summer because they're slim and a bit smaller than other blush palettes, which can sometimes be a little bigger and clunkier. So for a little bit larger than the size of a single blush, you actually get 4 different blushes to choose from, and the pan sizes are perfect too. It's really easy to get a brush into them, and I think this formula is super blendable and soft. They do have a little bit of kick up, but they're nicely pigmented and long lasting on my cheeks, which I love. And they come in so many colors. The colors that I have are the lightest options, but they also have deeper options as well. And then last but not least, we have the Sigma Eyeshadow Base Primer. So I have seen Robert Welsh talk about this primer being a favorite, but I haven't really seen many other YouTubers mention it, and it is so, so good. I love that it's in stick form rather than in like a squeezy tube or a tube with a wand or a pot. I just feel like it's so much easier to just swipe it on and blend it out quickly with your finger. It does come in lots of different colors. I have 2 shades, but you can get other options as well and use them as eyeshadows, and it just creates the perfect base that's not too sticky, but also allows the shadows to have a good grip, and they also conceal redness on your eyelids too and just give you that perfectly smooth canvas. So definitely an underrated product. All right, guys, so those were 10 underrated products that you don't see mentioned here on YouTube. If you'd like to see more of these videos, again, please let me know down in the comments, and I can keep on doing these all summer long because I have a huge list of products that I use on a regular basis that hardly ever get talked about on YouTube. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you aren't subscribed to my channel yet and you like drugstore makeup especially and dupes, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you all in my next one. Take care. Bye.